We are previewing UFC 153 here at SBR Forum Videos. I am joined by returning guest Nick Kalikas, from consultant for DSI Sportsbook and an MMA oddsmaker. And also we are joined today by Adam Martin, MMA writer for thescore.com. All right, let's talk about Rick Story and Demian Maia. Rick Story is another up-and-coming fighter, right? He's even money right now. Maia is minus 130. I think I'd lean towards Story here as well at even money, but not nearly in the same to the same degree as I would lean towards Silva. Adam Martin, what do you think of this match?
You know, again, it's like the Fitch and Silva match. At first, when it got announced, I was pretty intrigued by the the stylistic matchup. But over time, I've leaned towards Demian Maia in this fight too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think that I know that he only fought for a minute against Dong Young Kim in his welterweight debut, and Kim had the fluke injury. But he went back to his grappling roots and he went right for the takedown, and he got Kim back and he got him in the mount right away. So I mean, if he can take that same principle against Story, he could win this fight by submission. I mean, Story's a guy that has had problems with grapplers in the past. Martin Campion's a slip grappler, he lost to him, and of course we can't forget what happened with Charlie Brenneman last year. And it's just the Brenneman fight. When Story was fighting in Brenneman's town of was it Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh. I mean, man, the crowd got to him in that fight, I thought. And in Brazil, it's going to get to him even worse. So I'm taking Demian Maia. I think he's going to submit Rick Story.
Yeah, this is a tough one, Nick. I mean, Rick Story was a guy who had a lot of hype, and then that hype train kind of got derailed, and now it might come back if he beats Maia here, but where'd you open these lines?
Yeah, this was another tough one, and it's about 125, 120 for Demian Maia, so the public coming in a little bit more that way, some sharp action coming in a little bit that way too. Man, this is a fight that I'm almost leaning towards Rick Story, though, because we haven't seen enough of Demian Maia yet. That, like you said, that fluke injury against Kim last time out. I want to see how he performs when he gets in a little bit of heat here. I think Rick Story, if he hits the ground, he's going to be some trouble, because obviously Demian Maia's, I mean, so legit on the ground is scary. We all saw what he's done in the past. So we need to be careful about that. But at the same time, if Story can keep this fight up, even though Demian Maia's striking has improved and he's probably a little bit underrated on the feet, Rick Story has that power that can put lights out. I mean, and especially at 170, I'm thinking that Demian Maia's chin is going to be probably a little bit more suspect than it was at 185. So Rick Story's the type of guy that can definitely knock him out. He's going to bring the fight to him. He's not going to just sit there and let him get beat or whatever. He's the guy that's going to come to fight. He's very hungry. He's coming off a couple losses, so he wants to get back in there and get back on track. So for sure, I would probably lean towards Rick Story right now. I can't really bet it though.
Yeah, I wouldn't bet it either. Have you gotten any sharp opinions on this recently?
Everybody's split. I mean, more people I think are going a little bit towards Demian Maia.
Yeah.
If that's anything. Yeah, more sharpies are kind of leaning that way. And again, it's maybe because they do think it's going to hit the ground, and on the ground he does have such a big advantage. So you can't really blame him there. But I think Rick Story is maybe intelligent enough to get back up, and even if he does get taken down, survive long enough, get back up, and then on the feet, like I said, I kind of favor him. He might not be as technical, but he's got that brawl type of style that might not be a good formula for Demian Maia.